Zdravo svima! Welcome to Može Kafa podcast. I am Maki. This season of our podcast is a bit different from the previous ones. I have another friend, also called Ivana, joining me to have short dialogues in Serbian. Then we will explain them in English. This new season will be like mini Serbian lessons. So if you're ready, grab a cup of coffee and enjoy the podcast. Ćao svima, ja sam Maki.
Ćao, ja sam Ivana.
Okay, Ivana, what are we talking about today?
We will talk about posao, about work or job.
Yeah, both of them, right? Posao,
Yes.
work
Posao
or job.
means yes.
Yeah, good. Posao is a word that kind of, challenged me in the beginning a lot because it's very irregular to me. Because posao is singular, poslovi is plural.
Yes.
Poslovi. So we will have a conversation on our jobs, how we like them, are we satisfied with them, and we will ask each other if we changed a lot of jobs or not so far. So after that, we are gonna dive into the vocabulary together.
Yes.
Okay, let me start. You are the first one.
Maki, koliko si poslova promenila do sada?
Previše, jer sam se stalno selila u različite zemlje. A ti?
I ja sam menjala poslove, ali sam radila za istu firmu više od 10 godina.
Je li si bila srećna dok si radila tamo?
Da, nije bilo puno posla prekovremeno i nisam bila pod velikim stresom.
Lepo. I je li si bila zadovoljna platom?
Da, bilo je dovoljno dobro. A ti? Da li si zadovoljna svojim poslom?
Da, volim ono što radim i ja sama sebi organizujem vreme za rad.
Super, drago mi je zbog tebe.
Hvala. Okay. So, how did you start, Ivana?
Okay. Maki, how many jobs have you changed so far? Which means, Maki, koliko si poslova promenila do sada?
Yeah, I did not want to give a number. I just said too many. Previše. And then I said, because I moved to different countries. So, previše jer sam se stalno selila u različite zemlje. And I asked, how about you? A ti?
Me too. I have been changing jobs, but I have been worked for the same company more than 10 years. I ja sam menjala poslove, ali sam radila za istu firmu više od 10 godina.
And then I asked you if you were happy while working there. And I said, je li si bila srećna dok si radila tamo?
Yes, it wasn't too much overtime working and I wasn't under big stress. Da, nije bilo puno posla prekovremeno i nisam bila pod velikim stresom.
Yeah. And I said, cool or nice, lepo. And then I asked, okay, it sounds good, but I wanted to check if you were also happy or satisfied with the salary. So I said, je li si bila zadovoljna platom?
Yes, it was good enough. Da, bilo je dovoljno dobro. And then I asked, and you, are you satisfied with your job? Which means, a ti, da li si zadovoljna svojim poslom?
And I said very positively, yes, I love what I do. And I organize my own schedule. So, da, volim ono što radim i ja sama sebi organizujem vreme za rad.
Great. I'm glad because of you, which means super. Drago mi je zbog tebe.
Yeah. Cool. So very positive. Normally when people talk about jobs, they complain, but I wanted to talk about it positively. So
Nice.
the first word is posao that I want to mention. So posao, plural poslovi.
Yes.
But we hear, because of koliko, I guess we say koliko si poslova promenila, right?
Yes.
Because of koliko, it is becoming poslova.
Poslova, yes. And it has to be in plural, of course.
Yeah, that's a male word, right?
Yes.
Posao. So let's find another male word with koliko and let's see if it's going to end in the same way.
Aha. Koliko...
Telephone, for example, right?
Koliko telefona?
Yes, it's going to be
Yes, it is. Koliko telefona si promenila? Yes, you can say that. Yes, of course.
Okay, cool. But if it was a female word, zemlje, for example, koliko,
zemlji si
zemlji,
promenila. Yes, zemlji.
yes, so it became
It's only-
like
yes.
locative. I mean, to me,
Yeah.
it's locative. I don't know what it is, but okay, let's do a neuter one. How many villages? Let's say
Koliko sela.
Sela, like male
Yes.
words. Okay,
Yes, like
good.
a male. You remember that it's very often that neutral and male going the same thing, yeah? Ending the same, yeah.
Yes, I'm very happy about that. So do sada is so far or until now,
far.
right? Okay. And for posao, I also wanted to mention that going to work and being at work are said differently. How do we say I'm going to work?
Idem na posao.
Idem na posao. So
Idem
it
na
doesn't change.
posao. Da.
Yeah. And I'm at work.
Ja sam na poslu.
Yes, na poslu. That's a new thing. Yeah.
It's different.
Idem na posao, ja sam na poslu. Okay. These are the two important words, I guess, sentences that we need to know.
Yes.
And I also wanted to give one more posao variation, which is without job, like unemployed would be.
Bez posla, without job. Yes.
Yes. Bez posla.
Unemployment is a completely another word in Serbian, actually. Nezaposlen.
Okay, it's not that far. Posla is that.
Yeah, you are right.
Ne is negative, so it's not that surprising.
Yes.
Not as much as it's surprising for me to say posao, poslo, posla, you know.
Na poslo.
And poslova, poslovi.
Okay.
Anyway, so first when I tried to, write this conversation, I wanted to use menja. So ja sam menjala. So in the first sentence, when you asked me koliko si poslova promenila, that was how many jobs have you changed?
Yes.
And in the answer, ja sam menjala poslove. I changed jobs. This time it's not promenila, but just menjala, right?
Yes. It will be something like I have been changing in English. I have been changing jobs.
Yeah, it's perfect, imperfect verb.
Yes.
And it's a bit irregular, I guess. Menila became menjala, so.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, ja sam menjala. Menjala sam, right?
Yes, ja sam menjala, correct.
If I didn't have an object, you changed a lot, if I wanted to say. Do I say, ti si menjala?
Ti si menjala, yes. That's changed. That's correct, yes.
Okay.
You changed.
I like menjala, it's easier. And then we used one kind of colloquial, posla preko vremena. Right? That's two words used together, colloquial, right?
Yes.
So what does that mean? Posla preko vremena. Preko vremena.
Preko vremena. That means you have a lot of work after hours, meaning after working hours.
Yeah.
You have something to do after working hours, actually.
Yes. Or in short, overtime, right?
Overtime, yes. In English, it's overtime.
But in Serbian, it's two long words, like posla, preko vremena. But I understand, preko by itself means something.
Over. Preko is over. Yes, preko is over. Okay, vreme is time. So overtime.
If I want to use it with radim preko vremena, would it sound natural to you or not?
Yes, radim preko vremena. Da.
Okay, I can use it separately.
We can hear this Serbian so often.
Yes, I heard. That's why I was like checking out.
Yeah.
And when people talk about their work, they use veliki stress, right?
Yes, big stress.
It's with one S though, stress.
Yeah.
But under big stress, under a lot of stress is pod velikim stresom.
Stresom, yes. Under big stress, pod velikim stresom, yes.
Okay.
I work under big stress.
Okay. We said I do not work under big stress. So yeah. And we use the same adjective. I think it's an adjective, right? Zadovoljna, zadovoljan.
Yes, it is subjective, yeah.
Yes. So you asked me to be. Yeah. So
To
we use
be.
biti zadovoljan.
Da, biti zadovoljan. Da, meaning are you satisfied actually?
Yes.
Being satisfied actually.
In English, you would need with, but here we use ending, right? Zadovoljna platom.
Da, yes, zadovoljna, yes.
And platom I poslom. Platom I poslom.
Plata is the female, ta plata.
So
ta
it's
plata.
the same. Good.
Ta plata, that's the female word, yeah.
So zadovoljna poslom is male. It's ending the same.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And zadovoljna or zadovoljan, right? Zadovoljan, has already dovoljno in it, right? It has za prefix.
It's a prefix. Yes, it's a prefix. Dovoljan means that it's enough, something that it's enough. And zadovoljan, actually, it's prefix, but doesn't mean dovoljan, meaning satisfied. It's a different word. Yeah, because dovoljan is enough. Yes, it's a different word. We just added prefix za, and we have now another word which doesn't mean anything with the dovoljan, with enough. It means satisfied.
Because za is a prefix that we use for other verbs. I was thinking maybe it's deriving from that. But anyway. And the last nice word is dragomije, right? Dragomije is nice, but in the beginning, I remember I wanted to say thanks for, I'm very happy for you, or I'm happy that I hear this. I'm happy to see you. So what to add after dragomije was the challenge. Let's give some examples. Here, I'm happy for you is dragomije zbog tebe. Right?
Drago mi je zbog tebe. Drago mi je što te vidim.
Što te vidim, yes.
Da. Drago mi je što te vidim.
I'm glad to see you. I'm happy to see you.
Yes, I'm glad to see you. Drago mi je da si, maybe do something, da si uradila to. Drago mi je da si uradila to. I'm glad that you've done that.
Yeah, very good. And do you also, I'm happy to hear this? Like in English, it's very common.
Yes, drago mi je da to čujem.
Čujem. So sometimes you add da and then you make a sentence. Sometimes you put što and then you put it. Okay. Okay, nice. Very good. So let's read from the beginning again.
Yes. Just one thing, because in my mind I came with also a very useful word, not useful, but very, interesting word from Posao. Because you mentioned something that we can bez posla or without posao or something. Poslovica. It doesn't anything with the posao, but it starts with the
dessert shop, right?
No, that's poslastičarnica.
Okay, sorry. But that also has posla in it.
Poslovica is the proverb.
Proverb.
Yes, poslovica.
Yeah, that's true. Poslovica.
You've heard that probably, poslovica.
Yes. A completely different meaning.
Yeah, completely.
I'm just checking my book now. Kaka došla, taka prošla.
Yes, bravo.
I love learning these, but it's very challenging to use them in the right time.
Okay, let's go. Maki, koliko si poslova promenila do sada?
Previše, jer sam se stalno selila u različite zemlje. A ti?
Ja sam menjala poslove, ali sam radila za istu firmu više od 10 godina.
Je li si bila srećna dok si radila tamo?
Da, nije bilo puno posla prekovremeno i nisam bila pod velikim stresom.
Lepo. I je li si bila zadovoljna platom?
Da, bilo je dovoljno dobro. A ti, da li si zadovoljna svojim poslom?
Da, volim ono što radim i ja sama sebi organizujem vreme za rad.
Super, drago mi je zbog tebe.
Right, thank you so much. Hvala puno.
Thank you.
Okay, we will share the dialogue on our social media and on Spotify and other podcast services. So let us know what you think. Let us know your comments and see you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you for listening to us today. We hope you enjoyed our podcast and learned something new. In case you have any comments, suggestions or questions, make sure to share them on our Instagram page, Može kafa podcast. Prijatno!